This is St Barths, where aircraft need to dive bomb on a 6+ degree glide slope, strafing a hill on final and stopping before the very short runway ends. It's also a gorgeous Caribbean island that somehow used to belong to Sweden. More on that soon. Winair flies over 30 times a day here in peak season, and we're on one of their Twin Otters to experience it for ourselves in some pretty heavy turbulence, plus explore the island and stand really close to incoming planes. What better day out could there be? Welcome to St Maarten, where we're about to head out on a fun day trip with Winair on the Twin Otter over to St Barths. About a 10-minute flight away, and if you've ever seen anything online about this place, you'll know it has a very famous steep approach.
And also because the runway with 646 meters is so short that actually a lot of the rich and famous that go to St Barths park their larger private jets here in St Maarten and then hop over.
And as a result, it's a really important route for Winair. It's something they fly in the high season now. They said about 30 times a day. It has been up to 40 in the past. So a lot of traffic for them on this route. It's their biggest one by far.
Pro tip for app gigs, because Winair actually then goes back and forth quite a lot of times per day. You can go in the morning and then spend the day in St Barths and go back, and this is what we're going to do today.
Get in, loser. We're going shopping.
If you saw the previous video flying to Saba, you'll know these Twin Otters are the backbone of Winair's fleet and have been for years. They're perfect for these quick hops into very short runways in the Caribbean, and especially to the very challenging approach at St Barths. Today we have quite a bit of wind at St Barths too, so should be extra fun. Just like Saba, St Barths is a captain's only landing requiring special training. Anyway, let's run the checklists.
Is off and back. It's set. To the line. Check. Start. Roger. And we have battery. Battery. Generators. Both left and right on. Avionics. On. Then vent on. On. Headsets.
Check. Check. Got you.
Are you able deviation right?
Alright. Trims. Trim tabs is 1, 2, 3, set. Nav 8. Booting up.
Flight instruments.
Flight instruments 135 outbound. Sets leaving 090.
Roger. Engine instruments.
Engine instruments left, right within their respective limits. Left front coming out of feather.
Yep. Caution lights.
Caution lights all out.
Out of feather.
Out of feather select.
Standby.
Arm and no flags. Flaps selecting 10. As checked.
10 minutes for departure. Requested C clears.
Oh, check.
Southeast of the Papa Juliet, Mike Radio 200, inbound to St Barths, level 730 sending.
Twin Otter, good morning, with what 615, ready to taxi St Barths VFR.
615, Juliet, South Taxi to Holding Point Alpha, hold short 21, 0 information, Charlie, turn Canadian 3008.
Taxi to Alpha, hold short 10, with 615.
Okay, Alpha hold short. Check.
That's check.
Copy that, left there.
Check. Standing by, reporting 10 miles over the 853. Juliana, good morning. Juliana, ground 10953 Tango Delta. We're ready.
Whenever you're ready, it'll be taxi check.
Roger. Taxi check. That is on. Brakes.
Brakes, check.
Flight controls.
Coming back at you.
Yeah, we need
pull it
to
free.
Speed back up is not applicable. Flaps is set to 10. Any amendments?
Amendments, don't have any on my side.
Roger, not on my side as well.
We're ready to taxi, but we can be one German.
Go ahead with that real quick.
Copy that. Capital 1.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome aboard Windward. 615 destined to St Barths. Flight time today will be approximately 10 minutes, cruising altitude at 1,500 feet. At this time, we'd like your full undivided attention for the safety briefing. The emergency exit rows are located on rows 2, 6, and 7, and the 2 cockpit doors are in front of you. The life jackets is under your seats, while safety cards is located in the seat pockets in front of you. Please observe the no smoking seatbelt sign, and smoking is prohibited throughout the entire flight. So please just sit back, relax, enjoy your short flight over to St Barths. On behalf of the crew, Captain Richie, First Officer Smith, we welcome you on board. Thank you for choosing us, and flying.
Copy that. No changes. Alpha hold short.
Copy.
Check.
Juliana, good morning, Big Papa Alpha in the Alpha.
Big Papa Alpha in the Alpha, Julian 1.
Squawk 0131, climbing 3.5, November 414 my kilo.
Roger.
Runway 06 for landing on 2834. Or 28.
Anytime now.
Yeah.
It was 615, line up with me 210.
Here we go.
Line up 10, and it was 615. T-Bar 70.
Alright, here we go.
0. Right. By Charlie Park in Charlie.
Full takeoff anti-call is on. Speedway does not require. Transponder is set.
615, 10, clear for takeoff and 070 degrees 15.
Clear takeoff 10, no 615. Doors normal weather, doors on standby, event panel is off, landing lights.
Low lights on.
Caution light panel is clear and cabin is secure.
Check, both sides clear.
Copy. November 953 Tango Delta, ready for taxi? Ready to taxi, 3 Tango Delta. November 953 Tango Delta.
Alright, runway is clear, runway 10.
Running 10.
Ready.
Ready.
Okay, behind the twins.
Let's do it.
Hawker 953 Tango Delta, thanks.
And we are clear.
But they 2834 full passing level.
Check.
Number 2834, roger.
And friction.
Friction set, 69.
Cross check.
No. Route Angola 869, you clear the ATR traffic full crossing the southern boundary. Car crossing southern boundary.
Just in time.
Go ahead. Clear right.
Right side's clear.
Check, going right.
November 414, Mike Kilo, ready for departure. 414, Mike Kilo, ready for departure. No, 414,
600.
Lap 0.
10, traffic departure. Twin Otter, eastbound to St Barths, 1,500 feet. Company number 853.
And cleared 4576 on the climb.
Check.
November 1 and landed 1 with traffic 9. 2101 with 070 degrees 15. Arrival field 1240, clear for takeoff. November 414, Mike Kilo.
Good morning. You can set the gauge for the
Thank you, will do. And how are we looking? You all ready to go?
And when able, after takeoff checklist.
Roger, taxi is off, left, all set, left, set, 0, landing lights.
Now lights off.
Confident.
Deselect.
And nose.
Centered.
After takeoff, checklist complete.
Go roger.
Going over to number 2, you got one?
Have one.
Check. Operation 615 outbound.
Cruising at 1,500 feet on a commercial flight in a beautiful part of the world is just the best. St Barths, aka St Barthélemy, is an overseas collectivity of France. That means it's part of the French Republic, but with a greater degree of autonomy than mainland France. It's outside the EU's customs and tax territory and isn't part of the Schengen area, so taxation and immigration are handled differently here. However, on the ground, things look and feel very French, which is always fascinating to see so far from the mainland. After we get there and head to Gustavia, I'll tell you more about the surprisingly little-known fact that Sweden controlled this island for around 100 years, and its main town is named after a Swedish king.
Yes, sir. Romeo Golf is in the corridor. Going to be passing by you, heading to station. We're 1,500. We're going to go over Sugarloaf.
Roger that. I have a traffic at Sugarloaf now. He's on final 10.
Roger that. We'll be looking for him.
Copy. And QNH 1019.
Roger that. Airboy Isaac ici, sortie 23, fermé de lac.
Roger.
À tout à l'heure.
À tout à l'heure.
Short final 10 and 615.
615, 110 degrees at 15.
$500. 400. 300. 200. 100. 50. 30. 20. 10.
Nice. Alright, let's see what the beach looks like.
Yes, sir. Welcome to St Barths. It's rough.
Oh yeah. You can see it's popping out there.
Departure 0901, 90B, 2 hours and 10 minutes of fuel on board, taxiing to holding point Alpha.
20901, copy that, runway 1090 is at 14, QNH 1019.
Alright, just in time for space.
I will do you, QNH 1019 area, departure 0901.
Alright, clear the runway, so go after landing checklist. Lights off.
Anti-color is off, heat rate is not required, flaps is back to 0. Transponder is set.
Hello,
Turning lights.
Here's off.
By Joanna from St Barths to Gustavia, Papa Papa Romeo, 090, 1201.
And partial sight.
Direct Papa Papa Romeo, flight number 0990, 120107, departure 0901.
Read back is correct. Check. You video lead.
Shut down, pilots.
Idle.
Packer brake.
Set.
Generators.
Generators, a boat off.
Taxi light.
Is off.
Stop levers.
Bedded.
Stabilize below 60 feet. Fuel levers. Alright, let me get a, here. Take care.
There are a lot of nice things to do on St. Barths, but of course your first stop has got to be the roundabout at the top of that hill, where all kinds of props dive bomb into your head, right? You get a ton of PC-12s here as well. Gorgeous airplane, and we're planning to go visit Pilatus soon, so stay tuned for that. But the Twin Otters seem like they have a definite advantage here for stopping distance and overall capability. They're just such an incredible airplane. That was such a cool approach in landing into St. Barths. As much as I've seen many videos from outside and inside airplanes, it doesn't compare with the real experience, and with quite a bit of turbulence too. Captain said that that was a 5 out of 10 on the scale of what he's experienced, so I can only imagine the 10.
Yeah, I mean, this is a visual flight rule field only, so if that was a 5 out of 10 out of like visual flight rules, that must be incredible if you land here at a 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
So it's a 60-degree glide slope onto a 646-meter runway only. Actually, it's a bit longer than Sabre, but here, because we have that like very little terrain clearance before, so it actually felt a bit like when we were coming in, like the airplane was like crabbing towards the trees. So for a moment, I kind of thought we might go around.
Yeah, but they managed it, and that was no big deal, as it turns out. It's so impressive that they do this every day, so many times a day. Yeah. Anyway, we've come to the roundabout here, which is the famous spot for being as close as possible to the aircraft that are coming in on this crazy last steep descent into the runway, so we're going to see how close we can get the phone to the landing gear, basically. So St Barths actually became Swedish back in 1784 when France ceded the island to Sweden in exchange for trading rights in the port of Gothenburg. The main town was renamed Gustavia after King Gustav III. The island was sold back to France in 1878, and I've got to say, I kind of wish Sweden had kept it. If you want an amusing read, go look up some of Sweden's other misadventures in the Caribbean back in the day. Let's just say their efforts at getting bits of territory out here weren't too successful. The architecture here is really fascinating, a crazy mix in some cases with some Swedish influence but also looking nothing like Sweden, and of course Swedish street names alongside the French ones. Lots of churches too. St. Barths is very expensive and attracts a lot of very high net worth people, and it certainly looks and feels like that's the case. If you're planning to explore beyond the roundabout here, just be prepared. It is well worth a wander around though, and you can even walk over the hill from the airport to Gustavia. Anyway, let's head back to the airport. To say, after spending so much time with them the last few days, I am totally in love with these little Winair Twin Otters at this point. Thanks again to Winair, Visit St Maarten, and St Barths Tourism for helping put all this together and showing us around. What an incredible day out this was. What an amazing place to visit, and thank you to all of you for watching, sharing, liking, and leaving your comments. It is always great to hear from you. For Flight Radar 24, I'm Gabe Lee.
You guys need some Flight Radar keychains.